Hey guys, it's Ahmer here. So today I added this beautiful Pokemon item to my game collection. So this is one of those Tiger electronic handheld systems. This is more of a tabletop style game that you can actually play. And even though I was a bit skeptical when I added this to the collection, I actually really enjoy it, and this brings back so much nostalgia for me. So let's go ahead and check this out. So I actually scored this in my local video game store. They had this along with this little pamphlet all bundled up. It included batteries and everything else. So this thing is just so cool. It really hits home and I just love this thing. So at first I was a little bit skeptical on how this game actually played, but as I went ahead and kept playing this, I actually really enjoy it, and it's a lot more challenging than I thought. And just listening to the sounds that it makes, just this action that it has with these little clicky buttons on here, it's just so cool. So this is the Pokemon Thundershock challenge game. So what you'll notice right away is it kind of has one of those Tiger electronic handheld styles to it, but it's much larger than those handheld systems that you used to play with back in the day during those car rides and just to entertain you, until you got a Game Boy or some other handheld system to play. So this right here is actually really cool. You'll notice that we have this electronic part down here at the bottom, which has many modes. It says game, player, sound on and off. It says Tiger, and then it has this little screen right here, which is pretty awesome. And then we have this huge pinball looking field right at the top. Now you'll notice that it does have some cardboard on top of here with all of these different lights. So the first thing that I noticed was that the game didn't actually come with a metal ball inside of it. So this has all of these different lights, and they light up like red lights, and then we have different color ones as these bigger portions where a lot of these little characters are. So you'll notice that this is one of those electronic pinball style handheld systems or tabletop style. So right here we actually have this little part on the back that just flips out like a little kickstand, so that you can go ahead and set it upright just like that little pinball action that you would have where you have it up on the legs. And I do have another pinball style machine just like this, and that is that pretty awesome Sonic the Hedgehog one. But this one is very different than that, and this is different than a lot of those other ones. So this is actually really cool. Right here on the bottom, you'll have these two little flaps as well, where it takes 3C batteries. And this was actually made in 1998 or 1999 is when this came out. It says 1995, 1996, 1998 Nintendo, trademark, and Nintendo. And then it even has right here 1999 Tiger Electronics Limited, all rights reserved. And it has Game Freak and some other trademarks on here, the battery and the rating on here. So this is actually really cool, and just looking at this, it really reminds me of those Pokédex little handhelds that I had back in the day. So right here, this pamphlet, it says Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. We have Ash and Pikachu, Tiger Electronics. And then right here, it says Thundershock Challenge Game. Fast LED lights for simulating pinball action. Play as Ash and Pikachu capturing loose Pokemon. Arcade style flippers, buttons, and plunger. Real voices and sound effects for the TV show. So that's really cool that it advertises that. It also advertises this Tiger Electronics Pokeball with this LCD screen. It has this Pokemon Pikachu camera, this Gengar yo-yo, this Pikachu yo-yo, this Togepi, Mewtwo, Pikachu, Pokemon plush keychains for Togepi and Pikachu. And then on the back here it has some other fun items. We have this Pokédex, which I definitely had this. It says styled after Ash's Pokédex from the TV show. We have this flashlight that's like a Pokeball. We have these Pokemon walkie-talkies, which I believe I had these ones growing up. And then we have this Pikachu talking bank. this Pikachu radio control car, and right here it has this little Pokemon RC car controller, and this Pokemon challenge game, which actually looks pretty sweet too. So some of these I don't really remember, and others I actually do. I believe I had a couple of these in the collection. So this one is actually so cool. So once you go ahead and you put all of the batteries in here in the back, you just flip it back over, and then you go ahead and turn the on-off button. So it has these realistic sound effects. This thing also has this high score. It even has a spot to put your name. So that is just really awesome. Then you just go ahead and hit game, and you can change the player to up to 3 different players. And then you have an option for the sound. You hit game again, and then all you do, just like a regular pinball machine, you pull this right here. If you don't give it enough power, it won't go all the way up. And then of course you have these flippers. So you get 3 tries to go ahead and do this, and each time you have these sound effects and this music that plays. So this definitely brings back a lot of memories. This definitely has that nostalgia feeling, and the more you play it, the more fun it is. So overall, this thing is actually really cool, and even though I was pretty skeptical about this little machine here at first, with it not having the balls just like the classic pinball games, I'm actually thoroughly surprised, and this was actually a lot of fun, as it really doesn't lose all of the print on this little cardboard on here. You don't see a lot of wear and tear on the inside because it is all of these different lights. And the way that this is designed and set up, you still get that flipper action, so you still get to hear those little clicky sounds. You still have this little action as well as the ball release, and it kind of imitates that and just goes along with this really awesome feel. So this is definitely a great piece to add to the collection, with Pokemon items being all the craze now, especially with all of the Pokemon cards at various fast food places like McDonald's, getting those Happy Meals, just adding those really cool card packs to the collection with that holographic Pikachu. This is just so cool, and this definitely brings back a lot of memories, as I had a lot of these different toys when I was younger. I'm not sure that I had this one. I may have played it before, but this is one that is so cool to have in the collection. You could just go ahead and display it pretty well with this little instruction guide that came with it, or this little merchandising style guide. So this is awesome. It has all of these different Pokemon in here. Of course, you have some of the starter Pokemon: Charmander, Meowth, Pikachu, Squirtle, Bulbasaur. So we just have some really great ones on here. So this is definitely pretty sweet, and I'm so thrilled to add it to the collection. So this thing is just so cool to add to the game collection. I can't believe I found it local for a good price and for such a great deal. Is this something that you're on the lookout for? What about some of these other items in this little catalog right here? Are these some of these Pokemon items that you were trying to find to complete your collection? What about some of these in the original packaging? Do you have any of those? So let me know in the comments below. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos, and stay tuned for more.